Hey, what's going on? This is Ron Menchaca with MenchacaChannel. Inspiration, motivation, and kingdom principles is what we do. In this video, we're going to be talking about life itself and family. I'm telling you, it's going to be a good one. We're going to do things different this year, and I want to bring in some people that I cherish in my life, and I want to just have a conversation. It's not going to be so much in your face like this, but just relaxing and answering some questions that we might have for each other. And I'm telling you, God's going to do some great things this year through MenchacaChannel. We want you to be a part of it. So enjoy, because I'm ready. You're ready. Let's do this thing. So what do you mean we're talking about life today? Life in general is a great thing. Now, there's a couple of questions that I got to ask, and we have Addi here today, and she's going to respond to these questions, and we're just going to have a good time. It's nothing formal or anything like that. We're just going to have a good time and talk and have a good conversation. So when it comes to life, we understand that it's very important that we live on purpose. We live with an agenda, and we don't just go through life as a zombie or anything like that. So these questions are directive to see how we can help everyone else listening, either on this podcast or on this video, YouTube. But the question is, when concerning life itself, you know, what is it that makes life great? What is it that makes life great? Things that you can talk about.
Things that make life great. I would definitely say your community, the places that you go to all the time, that makes life great. The connections that you make, and just your normal route can make life great.
When you say community, you mean like a whole, like everybody you have in contact in your inner circle, or those you work with, or those that you pass on the street? What's community to you?
All of the above. Honestly, yeah. I mean, of course you have your close circle of friends or you know, family members or people that you talk to on a daily basis, but then you also have the people that you come into contact with during the week, and then you also have the people that you come in contact with like once in a lifetime. You only see them one time, but you know, it could be a great interaction, and I think that makes life special.
Well, let's break that down just a little bit more, and let's talk about one of those elements, that is family. What is it that excites you about family?
Probably just like the togetherness and like the way that we're like able to see each other often, like the familiarity of it. Yeah, we can always like come back to a conversation, or we can always, you know, check on each other.
What's your experience with family? Has it been good? Has it been bad? I know they're probably listening here and you don't want to say anything bad, but hanging out with your cousins, your tias, your uncles, and all that. Tia, for those who don't know, you know what that is. That's your aunts and uncles and all that good stuff. What is it that excites you about family?
Just everyone. Of course you have people that you connect with more than others, but everyone has a little different flavor, and it's kind of fun to, you know, have the variety of different people in your life.
Now, I know that in the family world, that was told to me a long time ago through a mentor, that your family is your greatest training grounds for life. That means if they can offend you and you get offended, and you might need to work a little bit longer on that offense, or there's sometimes when they can offend you and say something bad and you can get right over it because, hey, you know where they're at, you know why they would say something like that negative about you or whatever. And so it's a great training ground, as well as them telling you, hey, you did a good job, you're doing great in life, you're doing all these things, you know, and they can pump you up. So the ability of the family to raise you up or kick you when you're down, that's all included in the family.
I agree.
And sometimes it hurts because, man, you're my family, you shouldn't be treating me this way. What do you think about that? How does that help you?
It's rough sometimes whenever your family member, someone you're close to, does something and you're just like, what the heck, man? Like, you know, it kind of rubs you the wrong way. But like you were saying, like everything has a purpose. Like you can really grow through that, and you have to take out that time to, like, you know, reflect on like how that can help you in the situation, because Other than that, you're just gonna get ran over.
I kind of really think that it's a conditioning thing for your life.
Right.
You have to know how to deal, and we have a responsibility as family members to deal with how another person, whether it be a family member or an outsider, treats us. So the value system works well. The mentality of, when they say something bad to you and it hurts you and they shouldn't have said that. Like in my mind, I'm thinking, hey, do they pay my rent or my mortgage? Do they pay my food on my table? Do they sit at my table and eat? Do they know my family well? Or it's just in gatherings and all that? I take all that in consideration. And the comment that you made, you know what, that thing you said doesn't have to be my reality.
Right.
And so I'm teaching these principles to my kids as well. And it's not as easy as one would think, because now, as another mentor said that, and I've read it somewhere, where the eagle will take the eggs and they'll lace the whole nest with feathers. Mm-hmm. And then after a while, as they break out of their shell and they're starting to get used to life and all that, well, guess what? The mother itself starts to pluck out the feathers around the nest, and it becomes harder, and every time they bump, ouch, and every time they do this, ouch, and it gets to a point where the mother itself will just kick them off the nest that's way up in the mountain or whatever, and that eagle is trying to learn how to fly, and then the mother comes in and swoops them up, takes them all the way back, and does it again. But as they grow and they're ready to fly and all that, guess what? They got to find their own way. And so in the end, there's no more feathers on the nest. And so I think family is a great training grounds for us. And I know that it pushes us up to, our potential. It makes us, better. But you got two things to worry about: whether you're going to become
bitter or better. You
already know. Bitter or better. So when they say something to you negative, man, you got a choice to make. Is this gonna better me, or is it I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna hate that family member because it's bitter what they're saying?
Because in the moment you can really get into your feelings about it, and you can really get into your feelings and emotions and let that, get bitter about it, let it rub you the wrong way, and just take off from there with your feelings and emotions. But when you get into facts and principles, like you're saying,
exactly,
it's a game changer.
And so this is only one facet of life that this question, we can go on and on and on and on about this, but the reality is that family is a great thing to have. And if you don't have good relationship with your family, I'm guaranteeing you that if you were to discover why you don't, and you attack that and figure out what it is, and kind of, if it's you got to ask forgiveness or they got to ask for whatever, get it back together, because family is great. And it's a good thing to have family. I know that Addi here, she'll get calls from her cousins, and they'll go out into Trader Joe's and H Mart, and they just go out to Target, and man, they have a great time. But in that moment, there's some discussions going on about life. Mm-hmm. What do you think?
Yeah. It's true. You have the ability to continue to build those relationships, those good relationships, and then certain ones, like the one with my brother, you just gotta work a little bit harder. you know.
Yeah, we invited him to this video, but he's got something else on his mind right now. He wasn't able to make it today, but we're gonna try again to get him in here. This year is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to have some guests on, and we're just going to talk freely. We're not going to worry about so much the editing and all this stuff. We just want to get the information out. So the nuggets that are in this video right here is that family means a lot more than what you think it does. And you can relate this to your church family. You can relate this to your personal family or friends that you have in your life, man. Cherish those moments, I'm telling you, because if you do that, it's going to go well for you. You need to be surrounded about people. Mm-hmm. You need to be around people who care about you, people who can tell you what's right and what's wrong, and not so much those people who are just trying to see, what they can get from you, rather than it's a give and take thing, man. And I'm thinking that family right there is great. I can't wait till our next gathering. And I know we got a couple of birthdays coming up, so we're going to get with the family. And so cherish those moments, man, just to get together and see what's going on. So any last words for this episode?
No, I think that was good.
Yeah. We're going to have some more of these. I know that it's a little different. I know you're looking for me to get in your face and give you some points and all that, but sometimes we just have to slow our roll and just get the opinions of others. I'm telling you, Addi here, she's got a wealth of knowledge, and me being her father, sometimes I don't let her talk or this or that, but guarantee you she has a lot to say. And I know that at some point she takes over the show, and she's done it before, and she's got tremendous things. So maybe next time we'll get into talents and what we like about life concerning relationships and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, any last words?
No, sounds good.
Man, it's gonna be a good thing. We appreciate it. Well, hey, thanks for watching this episode of MenchacaChannel, where inspiration, motivation, and kingdom principles is what we do. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and ring that bell so you can get another episode of MenchacaChannel. Hope you like this episode. There's going to be many more to come, different people, and those are going to be a blessing to your life as they have been to my life. I want you to let you know that God is doing some great things here, and we want you to be a part of it. Until next time.